Nice.
And I was just like, I need to get back into this. I'm so good at it. I didn't realize.
The people shooting the commercial were also very excited about it.
We're like, oh, wow!
Thank God we only have to shoot this a couple more times.
Yeah, right? So I've been doing more acting. I've been directing a lot, because that's my real passion, is directing and teaching. And I've done three sketch reviews at Coldtowne. I did House of a Thousand Sketches when I first got here. And then after everyone, it was a one night only, and then after everyone saw it, I felt like my career exploded down here. Because it was a really good show with really, really good people that helped to be awesome. So that was great. And then North American Field Guide. And then now I'm doing this. When is this going to air?
It might not be for a couple of months, but you can tell me whatever you like.
Well, I'm going to just plug it anyway. Go back in time and see This Is Not the Gayest Show You'll Ever See, which is a sketch review all about the LGBTQ culture and community. And it's been sold out every single week so far. And even today I woke up and I checked the tickets, because who doesn't do that when they have shows, right?
Right.
And we were already sold out, and I was just so excited.
That's great, yeah.
My producer's on top of it, which I'm terrible at. I'm not good at producing at all. Yeah, and I got my own independent improv class going, which has been great. It started last year, and it's been going pretty strong. So just, chugging along, trying to integrate myself more and more into the community. I've pretty much only been at Coldtowne, though. Mm-hmm. Just because they're really close to my place, and that's where I've gotten a lot of opportunities, and where people have been asking me to work on their shows. So it's, I mean, not to say that I wouldn't expand to other places, but
where the work is, go.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So independent improv classes. I mean, you've been teaching your own adult classes, or last time I was talking to you, you were teaching kids. Are you still doing that?
I'm still doing that.
Wait, what?
So
he loves it.
Yeah.
The favorite part of my day is when I get to go talk to kids who don't listen to me. It's the best.
I teach adults who don't listen to me if it makes you feel better.
A little bit. But at least with adults, when they don't listen to you, I can be like, guys, can you shut the fuck up and listen? With kids, I have to be like, I can't really say that to them because it's after school.
That. Yeah.
You gotta clap and talk.
You do, yeah.
Hey.
Doing those with the call and respond, those 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you. They don't always look, though. They just say it, and they keep doing what they were doing. Like, that disconnect. You're getting me all fired up.
This is what we want, yeah.
Here's the meat.
All right, now here's the real dirt. But it's great because it's super fun teaching kids, because they have no filter. They're silly, they're super imaginative, but when they're in after school, they've been cooped up all day, and they've been doing work, and then we usually have to make them do homework. It's like the first thing. They don't want to do it.
No.
And they don't want us to tell them that they have to keep doing it. So by the time we finally actually get to the things we want to do, they're already just too scatterbrained, and they just want to go outside and essentially have another recess.
I can't even imagine the amount of work that I can accomplish in a single day is much less than a child going to school all day and then taking a class after.
I know, right?
Sometimes I'll have a to-do list, and then I get 3 in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Done for the day. But it's only 10. Done for the day.
It's like, how many of these other ones on the list make me money? None? I'm out.
I'll give it to my producer.
I definitely do that at work. Yeah, I'll spend an hour or two on a thing, and it's like an issue that just came up in some code, and it's not a big deal. It's not helping us get anywhere, and then I solve it, and then I go, great, time for a break, and then
you just got it.
Exactly. Oh man, but yeah, you hit that milestone that you set in your head, and then you're good to go.
Also, sometimes things are mentally harder than other things. Every time I have to call insurance and explain to them how to do their job, it wears on me really intensely. And I try to be so patient, but because I know that the person I'm talking to on the phone is not the person who didn't do the paperwork right. So I'm just very listen, Lorraine.
Already off to a bad start with that, just so you know.
Let me just explain to you the list of things that I've had to deal with. Okay. So now I try to break it up so that I don't because otherwise I'll be on the phone with them for 2 hours and then I'm done for the whole day. I can't get anything else done. Even though I need to make money doing my freelance writing stuff, I can't. I'm like, how can I possibly write marketing now? I don't want to sell anything.
I just talked to Lorraine for 2 hours.
Yeah, Lorraine was very unhelpful.
I do kind of want to see your copywriting after a really bad talk with Lorraine, though. and that feedback that you get.
You have a lot of exclamation points in this one.
Not sure it's going to sell baby diapers, but we're for it.
No, I never said. I'll write,
I don't know. Yeah,
I'll write drafts when I'm angry for sure, because I'll be like, "Oh, you have to fucking get this done." And be like, and I'll be like, draft 1 done, and then I'm like tomorrow I'll rewrite it, and when I go back to it, I'm like, ooh, okay, that was.
If you want to email me. I don't know why I just stumbled on that 19
Email
times.
you?
Email me. Email me all of those. I will get very joyous
@email.com.
laughter out of them. Thank you.
Yeah, I do that kind of shit too, though, because I used to work as a customer service rep at Groupon, which is the worst job ever, especially full time. At first, I was hired as a full time temp, and that was 40 hours a week of just phones, because we had how many was it? It was almost 100,000 unread emails or something at one point. It was 70 or 80,000. And over a few months after hiring people, we got it down to 0, and it was the biggest thing that we had ever done.
The thing that sucks about getting it down to 0 is you lose your job when you're a temp.
But then I got hired full time.
Sure, because you have a brain in your head, and they were they recognize that. I've been a temp before where it's you're fully aware that if you finish the job, you don't have a job anymore. Mm-hmm. So then you're like, well, I guess we're gonna fuck off for 2 hours because if we keep doing this work, we can't come in tomorrow. Yep. So who wants to tell me about their life? It's hard when you're in a situation where it's your end.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god! Every time I see a job where it's oh, come work at Chick-fil-A, it starts at $11 or $13 an hour. I'm just what the fuck? That's bullshit. You get $13 an hour. That's usually a $7 an hour job, and so many places do that, and it's very tempting.
But you have to be okay with hate in your heart.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Very
I was
okay
you get $13 an hour, but every day they put up a picture of a gay man, and you just have to punch him, and you're I hate him, and you're I don't really.
I am.
You have to. So that's why you get it.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you've seen them. Often they're standing outside in the rain. So I'm that's not. Why would you work there? I'm why are they all outside? And they're they take orders outside. I was no.
No, thank you.
That's not a job I'd like. I want to work inside.
Have you ever done a canvassing job? I worked for Greenpeace for 1 day.
Oh, no.
For only 1 day.
Yeah.
And it was in February in Chicago, so that's part of it.
Can I come in to not die real quick, please? Thank you.
But the things that they tell you are...
Greenpeace.
Seriously, it was... Yeah. It was very much so like that. I'd be I really want to just go into this subway for 5 minutes and not feel my toes. But they would tell you things when they approach, make sure you turn around and walk backwards and go with them so that they have to talk to you. And I was that sounds like the most asshole-ish thing, and that's what pisses me off whenever I'm walking down the street and there's a canvasser and they're walking with me and talking to me. I'm just no, dude, I don't know. You know what? I hate children, so this is probably not going to work out. And then I just keep going.
I know, they force you to say things. One guy at South by was you seem like a really nice person. I was you're a bad judge of character.
Yeah. I had the Red Cross come by, and I told them I wasn't religious, and he was but we're not religious. So I just kept going, because it's just
you're cross. That's all I'm saying. You have a cross. Yeah. What am I supposed to say?
I remember the day I learned I could not open my door and tell people to go away through the door.
Yeah.
People
just
always
the shaking of the head, I don't understand.
Well, the people coming to your house and just hey, we're selling security or whatever. Those type of people. Just my neighborhood is getting a whole bunch of those, and I'm real bad. If I open the door, I will be polite, and I hate it. Dude, I got 3 hours today to do what I want, and you're interrupting it. So now it's just I just peek out the eye hole and go, no! And that's it.
It's a much better system.
Yeah, it's I don't have to be nice. I forgot about that.
As long as you don't,
be nice
as long as they don't see your face,
you can deal with it. Yeah, they don't know who I am. If throw a brick through my window, fine. Like I'm fine with it. I get to play video games for another hour.
Just boxers and like a ratty robe.
That's how I got arrested the first time.
Yeah, well, keep yourself inside the boxers. Shit, I'm just saying. God,
they don't always have the button on.
Oh well,
right?
sew a button.
Boxers.
No, like when you open up the door and you're like Kramer, and they're like, "Oh no!"
Hey, yeah, it's real. I'm playing the bass as I come out.
Oh, I haven't heard about Jesus a second.
The worst though is when, like I.
Anytime someone comes to the door, I don't care who it is. I'm just gonna play a bass.
Slapping the bass.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That
Yeah, I have
pretty.
some people come to my door and we don't have a peephole, and I'm always like, oh, damn it. But the way my house works, the front door, there's a window right next to the front door, and that's my office.
Yeah.
So I can peek out and see who it is when they knock before I go around. But I'm still not going to not answer the door because my husband gets hundreds of deliveries constantly. So I'm going to answer the door. Mm-hmm. And they've been selling weird shit lately. Like, one guy came in and tried to sell me AT&T, and I was all like, you think we don't have the internet? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of this?
Would you like to switch to AT&T from the door? No. Like, do you know I could just go online and do anything I'd like, right?
Yep.
Also, this other guy, this kid, tried to sell me, like, cleaning products. And I'm going to be honest, he sold it real well, and I was kind of like, I'd love to buy your cleaning products, but I don't have $1. I was like, hey, I don't know if you can tell. It's
cheap cleaning products is probably not good.
I was like, it's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. I'm home. How much money do you think I have? Like, I'm really not the richest gal, right? See, that car hasn't moved out of my driveway in a long time. Why? It's broken. Yeah, I don't have things, so
if you want, you can fix it, and then I'll buy your product.
I have a jug of bleach I use to clean everything, even my teeth. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. I pictured bleach that you would pour into a different jug, not like the jug that comes from Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's like a clear plastic jug that says bleach on it.
Don't know where it came from, but you got it.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Some other guy in this corner came by and sold it for me for 50 cents. That I've got.
I've never heard of the home cleaning supply guy coming around.
I don't know.
Have you heard of the home knife guy, right?
Oh yeah, I had friends who did that.
Why would you ever... Here's the thing. If a person opens their trench coat and shows me a bunch of knives, I'm shutting that door.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly a trench coat.
No,
Look
it's
at
a
all these knives
briefcase.
I got inside. Let me in.
He just has a whole bunch of cuts on him from the knives making his trench coat.
I ran here. It was very painful. But I did it for you.
He's real sweaty, though, because it's hot outside. And he's wearing a trench coat. Oh, my God.
I think $5 is the most I've ever paid for a knife, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
The most you've ever paid?
Yeah. I don't... For an individual knife?
Yeah.
Those guys coming by are like... They're
not from the
expensive
guy
knives.
at the door, but
No, I mean,
certainly
just in
paid
general.
more
No.
money for a knife.
No, I'm going to fuck that knife up.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't want to, but my husband's always like, but this is the knife that... I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. I use a steak knife to cut literally everything, and he harasses me. I'm like, it's a Ginsu steak knife. It can cut everything. And he says, it's not supposed to, though. You're going to hurt yourself. I don't cut myself. I don't have cuts. We're fine.
But that guy who was just at the door with the trench coat, he's full of them. Did he have a Ginsu? No.
His knives weren't properly weighted. Am I right?
Right?
Yeah.
Not full tang. Not full tang.
How do we get into this?
I don't know.
Oh, it's telling stuff during the
yeah.
Oh,
I just
weird
mentioned
jobs. There we go. I was
Yeah.
we got there from the crazy job. You
Anyway,
worked
my
at Groupon.
improv class.
Oh my God, hilarious! Way to
Go
bring
all-
that. Thank
all
you.
the way back.
Because I
Let's
was
do it.
like, you were worked at Groupon. Why were we talking about that? Oh right.
So
Oh,
anyway, I
right.
sell knives at my improv class. Perfect segue.
That would actually be hilarious if, after you taught improv, then you're like, but guys, have I told you about
my
these?
products?
Yeah. You probably could.
I do make my own lip balm and moisturizer.
Nice.
Which is better than anything you'll ever have, I promise.
I'm just picturing Fight Club now. As long as you're not killing anybody to make it, it's great.
Yeah.
When I was doing
Make
contract
Tiger
work,
Balm too for in case it hurts.
What's Tiger Balm?
Tiger Balm is the kind of stuff that you put on your body. It's
For
like a
tiger
salve.
scratches.
No, it makes sense.